There we go. There's my mic. All right. Thanks, Nate. Appreciate the good luck. We will get to those in a little bit. I'll give people time to get in. But yeah, we got the historic boxes. Probably gonna start with trainers. We're stocked with trainers. I should stream Stardew Valley sometime. I've been playing a ton of Stardew Valley recently, actually. What's up, Ed Paul? How's it going? Yeah, I've been playing a bunch of Stardew Valley. It's been fun. It's a good game. Awesome. A lot of activity in the YouTube chat. Thanks for the luck, guys. Appreciate y'all. Looks like people are rolling in. So let's get started. Let's knock some of these trainers out of the way. So I've got trainers here. You can see some of the select ones from the promotions that are going on. And then 2 of each of the regular diamond ones. And then if we switch gears real quick, you'll see that we've got promotional ones and 1 and 2. And then I got some upgrade tickets I could use if we hit something really good. So yeah, let's knock some of these out. Home run hitter, good start. Let's see if the numbers are good. This could be a big upgrade. This team specifically needs batting upgrades, so I'm really hoping we hit something good here. Okay, we hit perfect on the swing and miss, so that's as low as you can go, I'm pretty sure. And 29.6, not bad. 30 would have been awesome. It would have been dark orange. Dark orange would have been perfect for an upgrade. The current position option is not what we need. Although, actually, that's not true. Although we already have a pretty good home run hitter on Sandberg. So, yeah. So this might be okay, actually. I'll have to check and see what Sandberg's is. I know we have a pretty good one on our second baseman already, but this is good. I really like this. We're off to a good start. Let's see what we got. Elite fielding. This could be an upgrade. That's pretty good. I do use 2 elite fielding trainers a lot of the time, so this could be good. Not bad. I'll take it. I'm pretty sure that's an upgrade to our second one, because I'm one of those weirdos who currently uses elite fielding on my shortstop as well. But yeah, solid. Okay, good. We are gonna go batting here as well. So we're gonna go batter. We hit batting high. All right, that's okay. So we missed on that one. Let's get these DSTs. Lots of chance for upgrade here too. Chameleon 2, that's not one. I have a Chameleon 3 on my only Chameleon guy, who's actually very good for me. Iron Well matching, that's actually kind of awesome. But not what we needed. Pioneer 1, that's not going to do us. One of those hit by pitch trainers. That's not going to do anything for us. And we're going to go batter here. Tenacious Battle 2. Nope. All right, so we struck out on the DSTs, which is really sad, actually. That's a bummer. But we hit that home run trainer, home run hitter trainer. That's good. We will come back in just a minute. We got historic boxes to do. That being said, let's give everybody a little bit more time. Let's run through some more trainers here. Old school batting theorist. This could be good if the numbers are good. Okay, so the decrease in home run hit is really low. The line drive chance is not very high, and the hard hit ground ball is mediocre. So that's okay. The fact that it's on a shortstop, if I didn't want to use elite fielding on my shortstop, this might actually be pretty solid, and you get +2 power. So I'll probably hold on to this and leave this. overall, I don't think that's a bad trainer. That's really not bad. I think we want to go pitching here. I think we want to go pitching here. Corner work master. Okay. It's solid. It needs a reroll here, obviously. I don't know that it's an immediate upgrade. But I've seen worse things. Alright. Alright, DSTs. Let's not strike out on the DSTs here. It's not a good start. Nobody with Tenacious Battle. That's level 1. Born to be a Star 2. Line drive, batting timing, paired with charisma already. It's not bad. I don't know that I actually have. I have 1 Born to be a Star, and I think I have a level 3 trainer. But that's worth holding on to. That could be good. And here we go. We want... What do we want? I think we want pitching, right? Hold on. Hold on. I need to sort this by 3, 3, 3, 2. There's a 1, a 2 that we could use an upgrade on, a 3, and there's my Born to be a Star that's actually got a better number. Although he does have charisma, which I think was the matching one. Okay, and then pitching wise, I know we really want a corner work master, or not a control master. Soul starter 2, soul starter 3, fireballer 3, control master 3, but the numbers aren't great. Workhorse 3, but we want him out of the lineup for a guy with control master. BPD 2, BPD 2, control master 1, control master 1, control master 1, PChem 2, BPD 3. I think we're gonna go pitching. We're gonna go pitching. Oops, not what I wanted to do. Inventory. PChem 2. Alright. So we struck out there. That's okay. We got lots to do. That's not where we want our luck. We want our luck with these historic boxes. Like in the background. Appreciate you. Alright, let's... I've given everybody about 10 minutes to get in. We've got the regulars, YouTube chat. We've got some activity in the YouTube chat. And so let's switch back here. Alright, let's start opening these. We have our pity pack already. So we have at least 1, and remember we have a combo. So we've got at least 2 shots at a hit today. Let's see if we can get some more. Here we go. Feeling it today. I hope so. 3 greens. Come on. We need like 2 or 3 packs here. Come on. The signature pack. Oh no. Okay. All right. We're 0 for 3. Come on. Swamp Survivor, appreciate you. Switch to Korean. I'm going to roll these. I've had good and bad luck in English. I'm not switching just for these. Come on. All right, we're halfway through. We got to see it. We got to see one. There's some blues. There's a legend. All right, come on. Packs. Packs, packs, packs. There's a diamond trainer. Uh-oh. Dang. They hosed me. Again. They hosed me again. Yeah. Yep. Yep. This is such a weird trainer. It's bad, and this is good if you can get the numbers. That's so weird. Yeah. Yeah. Last 10 you opened 2 signature packs. Yeah. Alright, well. Right. Oh, man. Alright, well, let's get this out of the way. This actually has a high chance of hitting a Brave Sig, but not many I can use. But we could hit Chipper. We could hit a number of Braves here. Nope. Dawson. Yep, the Hawk. Andre Dawson. All right, well, we get a little bit of hype. So let's get hype. Let's see. We still get 2 chances at something really good. If the pack's not good, we have a combo. We have 2 other cards ready to combo. And so we get 2 looks at something good. So this, everything can be forgiven if our luck goes into this. So here we go. We need a shortstop. We need a shortstop. We really need a shortstop. Tony Perez? Yeah. All right. I think we're comboing Tony Perez. This is a low overall Supreme and not really in the positions we need. I think we combo Perez. Yeah, I think it is the worst Supreme. Oh, Santo. It's the second worst. Position wise, he's got 2 positions, which is nice. But yeah, I think we want to combo this. Yeah, I think a lot of people would take it. Yeah, Robin Roberts is not real particularly good either. All right, so we need to go get my backup players out. By type. Oh yeah, speaking of. All right. All right. Let's hit and be happy. Let's just hit and be happy here. Oh, I gotta unlock them. All right. It's okay. Everything can be forgiven if we combo into something good. All right. Let's go. Send me the luck today. Come on. Sheffield. It's got to be Gary, right? All right. The only Marlins Supreme. All right. We can work with that. That is a win. Yep. Yeah, I think it's a win. I mean, we can look at my team. Yeah. So it's probably better than Winfield. It's probably better than my Hornsby DH. Yeah. Yeah. We'll take it. We'll take it. I mean, in fact, my Ronald has Chance Maker right now, and there's a good chance that I've got Cobb on a 5-tool train. I mean, it's a little bit low, but I can move pieces around. So, all right. Let's see here. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Goose. All right. Just roll a 3-3-3 shot on Sheffield. Yeah, it's easy. Did I do it again where I don't have enough black diamond pieces because I bought a bunch of stuff with them? That's funny. There is there a... Yeah, it is a good card. Yeah, as soon as I saw the Marlins, I was like, wait, there's only one Marlin Supreme, and it's Gary. And that's a cool card, and I like it. Definitely not... I don't think it entirely makes up for the fact that we have struck out in the last 20 boxes on packs. I definitely don't think it makes up for that, but we can do a lot with Sheffield. My Sandberg and Cobb are both very good. I've been very happy with them. Sandberg has been my second best hitter. Oddly enough, this Hornsby DH, even though he's only got a 3-3-2 set, has been my best hitter consistently. Like, he's got the Contact Master Charisma Prediction, really good stats, a home run hitter that I'm not even meeting the second requirement on, and Contact Master 3 really helps. So this guy's been really good. And that's why I'm reluctant. I'm probably replacing Ronald with Sheffield and moving pieces around. I mean, Cobb's on a 5-tool train. The speed's technically a little bit low, but if we compare him and Sandberg, both these guys, hard hitter spray 5-tool. And they've been very good. Sandberg's been the second best hitter. Cobb with the low power, you notice a difference. You do notice a difference. Trainers are almost identical. Yeah, I mentioned that home run hitter trainer we pulled. Sandberg has a good one on him. So we'll probably re-roll the stats on that good one. And then both have very good hard hitter trainers on them. But you can feel the power difference in the base power difference between these two guys. So so you've got spray pred, and you're not sure if you could. I would increase the power. I think with spray, your eye doesn't need to be that good. You don't need the pred part of it. I think you go base power and high contact, and yeah, I've been very, very happy with Sandberg. And Pred can still play at 75. Yeah, I mean, it's probably not the best, but I would personally roll off a pred, but because yeah, I would either find 5-tool or charisma. That's I mean 5-tool and charisma are both big upgrades to a hard hitter spray set. And so that's just my take on it, but I got a big crowd today. Thanks for everybody who supported my Reddit post and who supports me on a week-to-week basis. So really appreciate your thought to roll off a pred and stat adjust a power. Yep, that's what I would do. I think it makes a lot of sense. Like I said, you got a couple big upgrades. So you forgot to ban me on Reddit. Be right back. All right, so let's see what we can do with Sheffield here. I didn't even see a grade increase. Okay, so I need to up his grade real quick. Just go through the motions here. Let's use this until I get into the 70s, and don't lock him. Yeah, don't lock him. All right, there's a 71, and then I've got some overall amp tickets. Stupid conference calls. Did you miss the boxes? Yeah, you didn't miss anything though. You missed me striking out on Supreme Packs. That's what you missed. You missed. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you missed me going 0 for 10 on Supreme Packs. So yeah. So don't sweat it. You didn't miss much. All right. All right, let's see if we can make up for it. Let's see if we can hit something on Sheffield right off the rip. Well, there's a Tenacious Battle. We just got a DST for that, but even if it was 3-3-3, I don't think we'd be happy. We could try it, but all right. There's another hard hitter. Numbers aren't what we need, and I'll keep that. That's fine. Come on. Oh, we were so close. We were so close. That's actually really good. It's really good, but we really, really want a 333. I thought we had it. That would have been so sick. That would have been a sick set. I'd have been very happy with a Born to Be a Star 333. Man, I thought we had it. Let's roll through. That's the closest we've been in a while. So, again, if we hit Contact Master with his base con, I think we're okay. So let's roll a little bit. Let's roll a little bit. If we hit a 3-3-2 Contact Master, we will take it, and we will probably develop it. There's a 1-1 Strategist, okay. So the odds of hitting a 1-1 are the same as hitting a 3-3, so we're getting the bad luck out of the way. There's our second Legend skill already out of the first 8. So we're already well above the curve in terms of Legend. Here's another one. Another Born to Be a Star, 1-1-2. The numbers aren't what we need. We're getting lots of good looks at Legends, though. This is nice. Let's get a big hit today. Let's get a big hit on this account today. We haven't seen a 3-3-3 on stream in a long time. And I don't do much off stream. So y'all haven't missed anything. Here we go, here we go, here we go! Another Born to Be a Star 3. I will take a 3-3-3 Born to Be a Star if you'll give it to me. Come on. We saw 4 out of our first 16 Legends. That's crazy. We're already well above what the expected number of legend skills out of 34 PSCTs is. There was a 333. Come on. Last time you watched was the 333 BPD? Yeah. I've had some good hits, but the last 3 weeks have been ice cold. Oh, you know what we did? Did we hit the mileage? I might want some more looks today. So let's. Oh man, yeah, you hit long stretches, that's for sure. We definitely hit some long stretches of missing. 0 for 44 is tough. We might have gone 0 for 44. Well, we did when we were working on the Nabita team a few weeks ago. Too long Cobb at corner outfielder. I don't know exactly. I think I had charisma on him previously with that set instead of 5-tool, and BI would have been sweet. And I didn't feel like charisma was like his numbers compared to Sandberg were further apart than I thought they should have been, and so I switched to 5-tool, and I've been happier with 5-tool. So that would have been, if that was a 2, that set was already ready for us. That was a 133 Contact Master Charisma prediction or something. That was nuts. So, yeah. All right, we got 3 more of these. Come on, show me a 333 today, please. Nope. All right. Contact Master. 233 we would have taken. Come on, please. Tenacious Battle. All right. We struck out there. Man. I don't know if we... I don't think... Let me see if I have a really good trainer. If I have a really good DST, maybe... oops, what am I doing? Trainer reserve. Skill trainer. No. I have a BI and a bad ball hitter and a pioneer. So if we hit any one of these at a 3-3-2, we would probably play it. Yeah, 5-tool here. Yeah, we would have played any of these at a 3-3-2, but we don't have one for Born to be a Star, so I don't think we're gonna mess with. Don't think we're gonna mess with wasting resources developing that 3-3-2. I think we gotta wait. Man, so close. Well, we got a project to work on, and speaking of projects to work on, we have George Brett on the other side, so I think we're gonna go work on Brett. Let me see here. We do want to block that just to be safe. The signature over there. All right. Anything else we have to do on this account? I don't think we have anything that exciting. We could probably use those. We probably should. All right. I'm not seeing anything super interesting. We'll open 10 of these real quick and see if we hit something good. Nope. No diamonds. Okay. Let's work on George Brett. So let's switch gears here. We opened everything. All right. Let's see if we can hit something here. Bad ball hitter. But not what we need. All right. There was a 333, but we got to see it with a legend. There we go. Ah, 111 again. Man, we have had the reverse luck today. We've seen 2 111 legend sets. And that has the same odds as a 333, just in the wrong direction. Man. We were so lucky for a long time. Here we go. Here we go. No, I wanted the 333. Why do you do this to me? We were so close again. That would have been so good on him. He would have taken over third base. I would have moved Beltre to DH. I would have copied Jetto. And it would have been so perfect. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ooh, chance maker. That would have been a bit sad because we already have 2 chance makers on this team. But again, we can't hit the 333. We just cannot hit it lately. We've seen 3 legend skills already. That's well above the expectation. Here's a 4th. Come on. No, Pio 3, but doesn't have the 333 to go with it. Man, come on. Help me out here. The odds say there's another 333 set. The odds say we should have hit it. We've seen a lot of sets. Just haven't quite panned out. Man. Man, oh man. 3 looks and we didn't hit it. All right. So close. Let me take a look. Oh, you know what we need to talk about? You know what we're going to do today? We're going to roll the dice. So we have a racer here, but we have 2. Here's my dilemma. So obviously he should be a setup man. But we have a BPD craftsmanship iron will. How do I play the game? Rosaris is back to troll. And then we have Billy Wagner, BPD craftsmanship finesse pitcher. Both these guys are good. But the nature of bullpen day is you really want them only to pitch a single inning. So it makes sense to have them as shortstops, especially with the trainers and everything. So Rivera is the most logical to be the middle reliever. The problem is that a racer's not good on a middle reliever. So I think we are going to... You finished poorly last week. I think a lot of us did. We could talk about strategy stuff too. Plat 1? Oh my. All right. Rough week. How bad you fall in the overall rankings? Okay, so we're gonna blue off a racer here because again, with the way my bullpen is set up, yeah, as I say, New Jack had a monster finish last week. He beat both of my teams. Good old tuna juice, man, with the monster finish. So yeah, I've been thinking about this. You got both your setup guys to average 1 inning last week. Oh, with Are you talking about with the pull strategy? Pulling them early. That's a good point, Jetto. But anyhow, Rivera has been struggling, and I think it's because Eraser is really much better for a single inning, and he's averaging more than 1 inning, and so, and again, these guys with BPD, it doesn't make sense to try to put them. They're going to be much better in single inning too. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to grab Rivera here, and we're going to blue. Quick strategy, yeah. So we're going to blue here. Iron Will we're obviously happy with. We're going to blue off Eraser here. And we've got 29 shots to see something. And so here we go. We're taking a bit of a risk. But we're gonna blue and mess. I don't know that I like mess. Really low stam. Again, we want multiple innings. We're looking for Dom, Finn, Pico. I think Dom, Finn, Pico. Yeah, if we had like 3 blues left, I might start using premiums. I guess middle reliever, he might take over situations where guys are already on base. Non-nerf skills. Yeah, that's a good point. Rosaris brings up a good point. Should I be giving more consideration to settling right here? Yeah, you know what? You'd take it if you were sub 5 blues. I don't really have anything else that needs attention. Not in terms of blues. Not right away. No. When we roll on George Brett, I'm going to need to blue on Brett. But we obviously just struck out a set for him. Who knows how long until we see a set for him. So yeah, I really don't have anybody else. Let me check my notes. I don't think I have anybody else that desperately needs blues. No, I don't have any notes on anybody that desperately needs. Let's roll a little bit. Let's roll the dice. Let's see how bad of a decision this is. Let's roll the dice and see. We immediately don't find any golds. That's fine. Here we go. Come on, show me something good. Giant Crusher. That ain't it. Gold. Boss. Okay. Now, obviously, the nerf... A lot of people nerf boss, but this is literally the only boss on my entire team. This is the only boss on my entire team, and this account is generally sitting in right around the top 100 where people stop nerfing boss as much. I think we're gonna take this. I think we're gonna keep this. I think I want to try this at least for a week. With Fireballer, yeah. I like this. Only a 3.4 ERA. We're going to try this out. Yeah, I think if this was on the BigNukey account that is still like on the cusp of diamond to plat every single week, I think I would have problems with so many people nerfing boss. But because this account sits right around 100 usually, I think I'm gonna dodge a lot of boss nerfs. And again, if my team was a lot of boss, I would hate it. But I literally don't have boss anywhere else on the team. There's not a single boss anywhere except right here now. So, so yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. Let's see if he does better here. Because like I said, he's been my worst pitcher. He's been my worst pitcher overall. If we, and like it's obviously early, but I'm sitting 97th here. And if we look, like 3.01 ERA, Minter, we know about Minter. We're trying to get, we're gonna try to get rid of Minter once we get Brett situated. Minter's been extra bad this week. Holy cow. But like, look at that OPS too, a 673 OPS. And so Rivera's been bad. And he probably has a lot of innings pitched. Okay. Well, among the relievers, he has enough that it matters. Minter's been pitching a lot of innings and struggling. That's not good. That's not good at all. We're going to have to sort out the back end of the bullpen in a hurry here. But, yeah. See, Bedrosian is set up 1 and Wagner's set up 2. So, Iglesias has a bunch of innings in the middle. That's really weird. I guess I've been... Yeah, these guys having a lot of innings is concerning. Means I'm probably losing more games than I thought. But this guy is really good at kind of holding those middle innings down. So this is a good set. I've been really happy with Iglesias. And then, yeah, Minter struggling. I have the fielding for ground baller, but he's just a low overall. And so I think he struggles a little bit because of that. So, all right. You finished 33 last week. This one was I what 122 last week? No, 168 last week. Okay. So I'm sitting. I peaked a little bit. I've come back, but overall, we're making progress. We're moving in the right direction. So don't check on the PR. But yeah, overall, sitting 137th. So yeah, man, it's been unlucky. We have not had a hit that we really need. What did we hit in terms of trainers on this account? I don't think anything really meaningful, right? That's probably not an upgrade. And this is interesting. For an on-base shortstop. I think this is actually good. On a shortstop, I have 73. Those are easy to hit, and those are pretty solid secondary numbers. You get +2 power. My shortstop currently has yeah, I currently have elite fielding because I've got laser beam. And then we had a Born to Be a Star 2, which is not nearly as good as the other Born to Be a Star 2 I have, and a couple of misses here. I don't think I don't think I have... I don't think... I lost my train of thought. Yeah, I just don't think I have any big changes to make. We need like one more big change on this team. I guess I could see if there's a. Let me check my pitching trainers. That one's already upgraded. That one's already upgraded. Oh, I need to re-roll the position on this one. I forgot about that. Yeah, position change on that elite fielding. This position change is actually more important. This could be a big upgrade. I have 6 of these left. What are the chances I hit something better than that? Let's see what else I have to hit before we go any further. If there's anything else I have to swap on. That corner work master is good. I should probably upgrade that. Another overwhelming pressure with low home run. Corner work upgraded. OP. This would be really good upgraded actually. Here we go. Let's help out Mariano some more. It's a good trainer. All right, Mo's going to be helped out a little bit by that. There's an upgraded launch angle control. This is also not helping things. This is a pretty solid trainer. Come on. Here we go. All right. That's actually, the numbers are low, but we meet both of them. That's an upgrade. Okay, that should help a little bit. And then the only other trainer we really care about is what's on Melanson, and also probably not a bad upgrade choice. Now we only have 3 of these left. Oh, let's roll the dice. Come on. Please, 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 please. Nope. All right. 56, damn. That's all right. We will roll that some more. I think we need to try to find some good SP numbers on this. It's got really good line drive and really bad home run hit numbers. We'll hold off for a little bit. I like to have one in case I pull something really, really good. I don't think I have any of those tickets on this account. Switching gears. I don't, but I do have some position changes. So let's see where we're at position-wise. Let's start with our pitching. And we're happy there. We could use an upgrade ticket here, but we're happy with that position. We do need to... This is a workhorse 3, and a pretty good one. Let's do this. See if we can get a hit here. Did we get a hit? No. Iron Will. Innings eater. Swing and miss is not what we're looking for. Elite closer. It really likes swing and miss. That's a pretty high swing and miss number. He's got Dom. We may... Let's see what else we got. We might have some better options. All right. OP with really good secondary numbers. Mr. Perfect already matching. OP PI2, that's not good. OP Fireballer 1, we're not really caring about. OP with Chameleon 3. Home run hit reduction is good. We're gonna keep that. We're gonna keep that as a secondary. What else we got? Yeah, we need another BPD trainer here. Do I? Oh, the secondary option's really good here. That's why that's on him. Another workhorse trainer. Don't have PChem on here. I've seen a lot of PChem on the other account. All right. Batting wise, what do we got? Huge leading hitter trainer. Chance 1. Already have the matching there. Matching. Oh, you know what we need to be doing is we rolled that really good trainer. Hold on. Oh, probably need. Okay, so do we want to roll a match there, or do we want to try to roll a match on this? We probably want to try to roll a match on this, get first base, or something like that. We don't need it on second base. Let's see what we get. Oh, there we go. Is Freddy's power high enough? Tell me you have 80 power. You have 79 power. Oh, man. That's not that good with needing 80 power. Man, if that was 79, we'd be in real good shape. As it stands, we're going to re-roll it. I think we want to get this trainer into play somehow. Left field. That's Winfield right now. It's not that great. I don't know that his base speed is high enough. I don't think it is. DH, those are really low numbers. First base, those are really low numbers. But it is probably better than what he's using. Probably significantly better than what he's using. He's got prediction. He's got SI, which we could blue off of, but I think that's going to be a better trainer for him. So then what we do is we take that line drive machine that is really good, and we see if we can get better numbers on this. Second base, we don't want necessarily on second base with Sandberg. Center field. All right, so now we have to look at what does Ronald have. He's got a pretty good one here. Yeah, this is 32, 33.4, and 6.1. So just shy of 40%. Is that math right? 32, 33. Yeah, just shy of 40%. That line drive isn't that good. No. This is 5. That's 34%. Okay. Catcher. All right. Then we burn through these. Change that line drive machine. Yeah. Let's switch back real quick because I think I do have. We didn't really look. Yeah, I have 8 of these. Let's see if we can find a matching gold on one of these trainers. I want to start with pitching. We have matching there. Here we go. We need to find matching here. Charlie will get much better if we can hit a matching here. Backbone does not match. Reduces a home run hit, but we really want to try to find a match here. I think, no, we increase fly ball, put away pitch. Last boss. Giant crusher. Increase the chance of a fly ball by 6%. We're gonna roll the dice. And we're back to where we started, basically. Yep. Alright, well, at some point, we definitely want to match that because that'll be really elite and Morton will be in real good shape. So, alright. That's about how the day is going. Yep, that is about how the day is going. We just have not... That's alright. You know what? We got lucky for a real long time. We had like, what, 2, almost 3 months straight of a lot of luck. We saw so many triple threes. We really made a big improvements to the team, and we've come back down to earth since then. So, I mean, that happens. There's highs, there's lows, and when you get lucky, you make improvements, and when you don't, you kind of sit idle. I think I've already done everything today. Done my stage challenge for the day. Done my club stuff for the day. We've already won the club battle. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, we got the Reds fan club number 2. Good flag. Everybody did their job. I love it. I love it. Mizrowski's pitching this afternoon. Sick. Oh, hey, Marcel in YouTube chat. Glad you discovered the channel. And I mean, I don't know that I'd consider myself elite yet. This is this team we're looking at here is a very good team. My secondary team is a solid team. I mean, this is a diamond team. I think of the elite teams as the tournament teams. But I appreciate you, and glad you found me. Shout outs to the guy who left a comment on my last YouTube video that he lives in Australia, so watching live is not really an option, but he follows up and watches the VODs. So shout out to the folks who come watch the VODs. If you've made it this far today, I really appreciate all of you. Really appreciate everybody. Aussie, yeah. What's the World Cup? Have World Cup matches started for the day? Let's see. What's going on? Wimbledon. I'm a big tennis fan. For those of you who don't know, I'm a huge tennis fan. So I can check and see what's going on at Wimbledon. Going on right now. Francis Tiafoe, the American, down a set early to the British guy, Chowinski, but up a break in the second set. Rabakina is destroying McNally, the American. Damon War, quick straight sets over Manarino. What else is going on? Anything interesting? Taylor Fritz, quick straight sets win. Then this is all from yesterday. And then the only baseball game going right now is Pirates and Phillies. And none of the World Cup games start. The first one starts in an hour. Spain and Austria in an hour. Okay. So, not a lot of other sports stuff to really chat about. Do we have any outstanding team reviews that we missed? Austria? Well, good. All right. Spain and Austria today. Spain's pretty heavily favored to win. Oh, strategies. Yeah, why are we not talking about strategies? Thank you, Jetto. All right. So let's talk about what I think worked last week. Let me pull up my stats on a separate screen and take a look here. Because we do want to take a look and see. Okay. Right here. Okay. So if we look at the B1 stats, because B2 really doesn't matter. Okay. So Morgan was my second best on base percentage guy last week. Ted was my best, but Ted's got Contact Master Charisma Prediction. So what did we see out of Morgan here? We saw a 390 on base percentage, good for second on my team. I have not done the review from that team in Discord yet. No, I could pull that up. Okay, so we got a 390 on base percentage, second best on the team. We only slugged 314, which actually was, or no, I'm sorry. Batting average was 314. Slugging was, I got to do the math because I've got it on a separate screen. He slugged 473 slugging, which is pretty low. I wonder if we should go back to the middle here, because that on-base percentage increase choking up did not make that big of a difference. So I'm actually going to take him clear back to the middle here. Steal aggressiveness, he's my highest on base steals guy. I think I like him where he's at. Swing aggressiveness, we're on Chance Maker, so we're happy to take walks with him. And we've got prediction and 87 base I. So again, on base was good. I don't think I'm going to change anything here. In fact, I wonder if I should drop swing aggressiveness down some more. His batting average was only 314. And his on-base percentage was 390. I think I should have him taking walks. I'm actually going to drop his swing aggressiveness down. We're really happy seeing him take walks, batting first. Now, Ronald, again, a 389 on-base percentage and a 329 batting average. His slugging was about 30 points higher than Joe Morgan's. So I think we're going to send him back to the middle as well. And Ronald's got Chance Maker Prediction 5 tool with only an 80i. I think we're going to put his swing aggressiveness up. I think we're going to put him right back to the middle on a lot of things and see if we make some improvements there. Yeah, I can do a team assessment today. Swamp Survivor, sure. I was just talking about that. Send a friend request to one of my teams. All right, New Jack, take it easy, buddy. Swamp Survivor, send a friend request to either BigNukey 413 or Nuclear Summer, or Nuclear Winter rather, and we will get you a team review for sure. Okay, so yeah, so we're gonna move. Looking at stats, we're gonna move Ronald back to the middle as well. Ted was great. Ted had the highest OPS on my team. His on-base percentage was .426, and he slugged .660. Yeah, he slugged almost .660. With Contact Master, Charisma Prediction, so I don't know that I want to change anything. I want him swinging aggressive. So his batting average was .373. His batting average was .373. I definitely want him swinging. Dude batted .373. A 4.6% home run percentage. And with the guys on base, I don't want him taking walks with guys on base. I want him swinging the ball, swinging the bat, putting the ball in play. So I think I'm going to leave him where he's at. Send it to Nuclear Winter. No problem. That's this one we're looking at. So as soon as we're done here, we'll do that. All right, Freddie. Freddie has BI, Charisma Prediction. My thought here was I didn't want Freddie taking a bunch of walks, and I wanted him to drive guys in. Now, his home run percentage was 6.3%, highest on the team. 6.3% home run percentage. So we definitely want him swinging as well. And choking down might have increased his home run percentage. That's really high. Oh, almost out of water. His batting average was only .297, and his on base was .372. So he was clearly taking a lot of walks still. Man. So his K to walk ratio was still .58. Crazy high. So I think I'm going to leave him where he's at as well. Excuse me. All right, Evans. Evans batted .281, and his on base was .340. So that's a much smaller gap than a lot of the guys on my team. Overall analysis, yes. So, good question, Marcel. We kind of talked about this last week too. Yeah, because of how the top teams have their catchers set up, almost all with laser beam and almost all with fielding through the roof. I have turned steal. I check my weekly stolen base percentage, and anybody who is successfully stealing like less than 60%, I turn them all the way down. And it's typically guys with speeds. Typically, I would say if you have speed of like 135 and you have like something that boosts it, Chance Maker, Born to Be a Star, something like that. I think, or guys who have speed above 140 in general. I think you can jack their stolen base aggressiveness. But anybody with speed like Evans has speed of 131. He has nothing else that boosts it. I've turned him down. His success percentage was only like 55%, and so I've turned it way down. So good question though. Yeah, definitely something we're trying to figure out. So Evans batted 281, which is our team average, which when you consider the shortstop and the catcher dragging things down, that's not a great batting average. His on-base percentage was 340, so he wasn't taking that many walks. But with an average of only 281, I think we want to turn his swing aggressiveness down. And I think we want him to choke down a little, not choke down quite as much. Now, his home run percentage was 5.7, and his walk to K ratio was 0.44, so not bad. Not bad at all. But I think we can turn those down a little bit on Evans. All right, here's Kirby Puckett. We got BI 5-tool charisma. Puckett batted 260 last week, so that's really bad. On base of only 322. He had a really bad week. He did have a home run percentage of 3.8%, but I think we want to... He's only got a I of 117, but he does have BI, so that's essentially a 130 137 and 5-tool, which bumps another like 15 points. So his in-game I should be plenty good. His walk to K ratio is 0.39. Not bad. Second lowest on the team outside of the shortstop and the catcher. And you'll see why when you look at Beltre. I can't remember what trainer I have on him. I need to look. I wonder if his trainer's not good. Decent home run percentage. I'm going to leave him in the middle and see how he does. Overall, I'd say he had a bad week. His OPS was only 776. Which, below 800 for a guy that's not the catcher or the shortstop, I feel like definitely is struggling. So I wasn't happy with last week, but we don't know if it's an outlier. I'm going to move him back to the middle and see how he does. Okay, so Beltre. This is so interesting. Okay, so this guy has Strategist, Spray Hitter, 5-tool. His K so Strategist, these guys just swing like crazy. Even before the sliders, Strategists swing like crazy. His walk to K ratio was 0.09 last week. His batting average was 331, which was good for second on the team behind Ted Williams. His on-base percentage was only 351. He's not taking walks at all. Now, again, we have his swing aggressiveness up, but this is a case where he's just not taking any walks. His home run percentage was an abysmal 1.8%. I'm going to up this and see what happens. I'm going to leave his swing aggressiveness up. His strategist, he's going to swing aggressively anyhow. I'm going to see if choking down makes a difference here. He had a really weird stat line last week. Like, he had way fewer home runs than Joe Morgan or Acuna. Like, a lot fewer. Such a weird stat line. All right. Shortstop. I don't even know if I want to look at the stats. I've got them. To put it into context, this Boudreaux with this set had more home runs than Beltre did last week. So did my catcher. So weird. I think with Bad Ball Hitter, I think I'm going to turn his aggressiveness up. And I'm going to leave this in the middle. Pudge, I'm going to leave the aggressiveness up. I'm going to put that back to the middle. I don't know that we have a good grasp of what's going on with Choke Up and Choke Down. I don't know that we have really any kind of idea. Swing aggressiveness, I think we can tell. But I just don't know. All right, let's move on to the pitching side of things. Whoops. Oh, yeah, we want to load from league and load from league. Okay. Let's go to pitchers. All right. Chris Sale had the best ERA of all my starters. It looks like the best OPS of all my starters. Yes. A very good whip. Everything on Chris Sale looks good. Slow starter, Finn, Pico. His walk rate was not crazy high. Yeah, his walk rate was not crazy high despite the chase pitch, and despite work the count. It was significantly better K to walk. Well, more than we would expect. So if we look at Charlie, I'm in the same boat here, but I have ground baller instead of Finn. And so that's why I didn't do as much chase pitch approach here, because I don't mind the contact with ground baller. But Charlie was worse last week. In everything. I'm going to move that down to more chase and see if that matters. All right, Strider. All right, so for comparison with Chris Sale, Strider's numbers were actually pretty similar. He actually struck out fewer guys. Despite having Fireballer, Finn, Ace, he struck out fewer guys than the slow starter Finn. His K per 9 was also less, so it's not that just Sale was pitching more innings. His K per 9 on Strider was worse. His OPS was slightly worse, but still very good at 590. His ERA was 2.76, second among starters. His whip was right at 1.0. Homer per 9 was only 0.5. I feel like this got results. I don't know that I want to mess with anything. I don't think we want to go chase because we don't have like Pico or anything like that. And his stamina is pretty low. His stamina is pretty low, so I think we want to keep him attacking early, even with Ace. Ace will bump his stamina some, but yeah, I think we're going to leave it. I don't know why I would change anything here. His numbers were pretty good last week. Okay, Fulte struggled last week a little bit. He had the worst ERA of any of my starters. He had his OPS was 630, which is kind of bad. 105 whip isn't terrible, but below my team average. His K per walk was really good at 6.2. He had the highest K per 9 on the team. Okay, so we have a Control Master Dom Pico set who had the highest K per 9 on the team. His home run clip was team average. So he just got hit around a little bit. I'm wondering if we go more to Chase here. And the fact that he got hit around a little bit, I'm wondering if we try work the count a little bit. I'm going to try to move things this way with Fulte and see what happens. The other thing we got to remember is I was told overall analysis overvalues swing aggressiveness. Okay, I missed that. Pico carries K per walk so he can chase for sure. Yeah, I think with Pico and Control Master, I think we want to slide this all the way to chase during clutch pitch situations. Because his K to walk was very good. So I think we're going to move these sliders a little bit to the left and see if because I think Fulte got hit around just like when guys made contact. And it's not that he was walking too many guys. So I think we're going to move these to try to avoid contact and see if that works better. Something I was noticing too is I think that a lot of guys have changed their pickoff tendency more to this direction. And I think it's led to more stolen bases. Because like my stolen base numbers last week were better than normal, despite the fact that I moved a lot of sliders to the left. So there might be something about this where maybe this should stay in the middle. At least with guys with high whip, maybe with relievers. Some of these should be back towards the middle a little bit. All right. Randy is so weird. A 2.88 ERA, which was the team average. OPS of 604, which was below the team average. Whip of 0.96, a good whip. K to walk ratio was 4.0, below the team average there. K per 9 was really low, 8.7. So he just does not strike guys out. Mess, you can focus on matters. Yeah. That's true. He's just not striking guys out, but he also allows a ton of home runs. Like his overall whip is good, but his home run per 9 is 0.9, highest on the team. And yeah, his K per 9 is only 8.7, well below the team average. So you can on the batters, okay. Oh, with mess. I see what you're saying. Yeah. So we have a guy who does not strike out a lot of guys. Which again, his velo's not that high. This all makes sense. But he doesn't necessarily walk a ton of guys either. And he gives up a lot of home runs. I'm wondering if he should go to... He's got Pico. I'm wondering if we should go more towards Chase. I'm going to be extreme. I'm going to go pretty extreme here. I'm going to see if how this affects his K per 9. Now you might think, well, hey, you're changing these on Thursday. Is it going to make that big of a difference? My answer to that is last week I made all these changes on Thursday as well. So I think most of my match league battle or rank battles played are still going to happen later in the week. So I think we'll still see some effect. All right, let's look at relief pitchers. Bedrosian, he was my best pitcher overall last week. Bedrosian was great. He was the best in like everything. His ERA was by far the best on the team. His OPS was by far the best on the team. His WHIP was the best on the team. He didn't strike out hardly anybody. So we got a set of bullpen day, iron will craftsmanship. He's not striking anybody out. His K per 9 was 7.8, which was the second lowest on the team. His K per walk was 4.66, right at the team average. So his walk ratio was very low. So I don't know that I would change anything. He was the best pitcher on my team, and can we figure out why? So he was attacking early. He was attacking the zone with this set. So we're just trying to get weak contact. And it works. And it just works. So bullpen day, iron will craftsmanship. Stat increases. Chance of weak contact based on fastball. And chance of a routine out. So he's just pitching to contact and doing it really well. Okay. Let's compare to Wagner. Billy's got bullpen day, fin craftsmanship. So we don't have the iron will here. Otherwise, very similar. Both 2-pitch craftsmanship. And so they're on the same sets. Billy, I had set to pull a little bit earlier, but Billy was a 3.15 ERA, an OPS of 670, third worst on the team. A WHIP of 1.24, really low K to walk as well. Does not give up home runs. So the difference is iron will appears to be making a big difference because these guys have very similar sets. They were both set up the same way, and Billy was a lot worse. Bedrosian was the best on the team, and Billy was okay. No, he was worse than okay. He was not good. So maybe I don't want to attack the zone as much in clutch situations. But I still want to attack early? Probably. I really don't know that I want to be working the count with any relievers. He didn't walk a lot of guys. I'm going to turn that down a little bit. We'll see. All right, Rivera was bad. Now, we just made some improvements to Rivera. Based on the fact that he has iron will, I think we want to be attacking the zone. And he's got really low stamp, so I don't think we want to be working counts. But he got hit around hard last week. And he did not strike out. He had the lowest strikeout rate on the team. So we definitely don't want to go chase pitch because he's not getting strikeouts. I'm going to leave him as is and see how much of a difference his new set makes. I don't think Eraser was doing him any favors last week. Let's see how he improves. Iglesias. Iglesias was my second best pitcher by ERA last week. His OPS was pretty average. Control Master Pico down. His WHIP was actually really high. Like, really, like, Wagner and Rivera had higher WHIPs, but compared to his ERA, his WHIP was really elevated. His K per 9 was 10.6. His K to walk was 4.5. So his WHIP was in hits. He was allowing a lot of hits. So I think we want him to go more towards chase. He's not really walking that many guys. I think we're going to move him towards this and see what happens. Now, what's interesting is, and get him to chase. Maybe attack early, and then in the clutch situation, get him to chase. Yeah, we could try. Maybe it is attack early. Yeah, maybe it's just attack early and chase. I don't mind. We're all over. Yeah, I'm trying to go guy by guy. Well, okay. So what's really weird is his ERA was really good, and but his WHIP and OPS were bad. So that means he's letting guys get on base. You would have thought he would have had mess because guys are getting on base, but he's not allowing them to score. Which is interesting to me. Which is really interesting to me. So I don't know that I want to change his pickoff tendency, because if they're getting on base and not scoring, let them get on base. No, nobody's leaving LFG right now. But we're always looking for, we've lost a couple of top 100 teams, in this cycle. Losing Banger and losing Alistair's team really hurts us. So we're always interested in seeing who's interested in joining our group. So yeah. So Iggy's a weird one. All right. Lots of fools on and getting them out. Yeah. Glad to have you. We've been hopping today. We've had a lot of people checking in. I really appreciate it. All right. Minter was bad. Minter doesn't have a great set. We know this. He was bad everywhere. Let's see. Worst OPS. Worst WHIP. Really bad K to walk ratio. Like really bad. He's walking a lot of guys. So I think we need to change him. We're going to have him attack early, and we're going to have him attack the zone because he's walking too many guys. He's got ground baller. Let's see if that improves things. And then our closing pitcher, McMichael was very good. Same thing here. His OPS was kind of high. His WHIP was good, but his OPS was... his homer per 9 ratio was really bad. He allowed a lot of home runs. But again, his K per 9 was really good, and his K to walk ratio was 5.0, which was really solid. The best among all relievers I have. So he's not walking guys. So I'm going to put these in the middle and see how he does this week. I think a lot of people last week, and I was talking with a couple of the guys about this, I think a lot of the top players stayed pretty conservative in what they tried last week, and I went very extreme in what I tried last week. And so let's give it a shot trying to moving things to more conservative. Reduces the opponent's batter's hit chance and increases the strikeout rate if you take the... Yeah, so it... yeah, I would blue off a ground ball as well. I probably should. I'm trying to replace him. Before we got George Brett on this team, I was actually rolling for a 3-3 set on a backup reliever to try to replace... So... Yeah, we could even go more towards Chase. He doesn't walk guys, like hardly at all. Let's move him more towards Chase then, and we'll leave the pitching approach in the middle. We'll see what that does. All right. We do have a team evaluation. Although I don't know that we have the friend request. Did we get the friend request? Swamp Survivor. Oh, you spelled nuclear wrong. Sorry. I spell it funny. Swamp Survivor, are you still here? Let's see if... Yeah, resend it. Yeah, I spell it funny. Nukeelear. And we'll do this team eval. I need to look at strategy on my second team, but I can do that off stream. But I think that's probably, for some people, I think it's probably good, fun, beneficial stuff. And then I think for some people, I think it's probably a snooze fest. So we'll look at it on. And again, I should have set up my window so you could see the stats I was talking about. It probably would have been easier, made a little more sense. Just send in game. Your name is... There we go. All right. Cool. All right, we got a team eval. It's 1:30, this team eval. I'll take my time with it, but this will probably be the last thing we do. As always, I appreciate everybody being here. So yeah, let's find... Let's do this first. Let's find this team and do an eval. Really appreciate the sub. All right, cool. We got a Cubs team. If you didn't know, I am a Illinois born and raised guy. I live about an hour from Chicago, give or take, depending on where you're going, and depending on the time of day and the traffic, but about 40 miles. All right, cool. Let's see here. Let's start with pitching. Let's see where we're pitching is at. Okay. So we've got 5 SIGs and a legend, and we've got SIGs in the bullpen and Trevor Hoffman. So, all right, Darvish. Control Master, Dom, Ace. Classic. Control Master paired with Dom, and you got Ace on him. You don't need any crazy stats. They look good to me. Bat Breaker, really high Bat Breaker, and Control Master 2. These combine to get a lot of ground balls. Okay. Good start. I don't see anything wrong there. Rishel. Slow starter, Boss Finn. Yeah. I mean, OP, good. Slow starter 3. Whoo, baby. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Yeah. I don't see anything wrong here. I'm not a big fan of Boss on starting pitchers, especially if you're in the kind of Plat range, Diamond to like you're stuck in Plat or in that area. A lot of people nerf Boss, so that may be hurting you. But overall, nothing to really dislike here. He's a 72 overall base stat. Yeah, I like it. Arrieta, I think the Cubs' best overall pitcher, right? 76 base stat. Crazy. Slow starter, Boss Dom. Okay. Yeah. OP. Yeah, I mean, if Darvish's best year isn't a real big upgrade, you have such a good set, you're not going to change that. But you have amazing trainers. You have a matching trainer here. Okay. I can see why you kept this set at 332 because these trainers are ridiculous. Again, not a fan of Boss personally on starters, and I think if you're in the Plat area and you're getting beat up and your pitching isn't as good as you want it, blame Boss. That's my first thought. Legend, workhorse on a high stam legend. Yep. Finish P1, PR. Okay, so my gut tells me if the stats on these guys are not as good as you think they should be, especially considering they have really good level 3 trainers, my gut tells me that the boss is hurting you right here. Workhorse, Dom, Mess. So Workhorse and Mess obviously go well together. Yeah, I not bad for a legend. I think he should be working out pretty well for you. Just a second. Okay. Workhorse 2 only has the 1, but it has a matching gold. Yeah, I mean, looks pretty good. And Rick Sutcliffe, Fireballer, Finn, Pico, 332. You meet the Pico bonus. You've got good velo off of Fireballer. Yeah, I mean, you have a matching trainer here. You have a good OP trainer. Yeah. He's a 3.5 ERA usually. Yeah, so Fireballer guys will do that to you if you've got a Fireballer 1, which is fine, but there's a good chance that it's a 3-3-2 Fireballer set, and that's what's doing it to you. I mean, you have it set up as best you can. And you're making sure he's not giving up home runs as best you can. Yeah, I think this is where pitching wise you want to try to find your 3-3 and hope to find like Control Master or something like that. But yeah, Fireballer guys will do that to you sometimes. On a week-to-week basis, they're kind of all over the place. All right, let's start with your closer. Hoffman, BPD, Elite Closer, Iron Will. It's only a 3-2-2 set, but I think you have it set up. I would, on my closer, I actually short EC and Jack Ironwell, but I don't know if you've played with that at all, but this might be correct as well. OP and yeah, I can see why he's your closer. Keller, BPD, Hoffman's other says 3-3-2 CM. This set was better than that. Okay, yeah. Eraser on your setup guy, BPD. A ton to like here. A ton to like. I see no issue with that. That's awesome. Miller, Control Master, Dom, Craftsmanship. Yep. Lots to like there. I have no complaints with anything on that set. Farnsworth, Control Master, Dom, Pico, shortened Dom. Okay. I would probably short Control Master. But I might not be right. And you may have messed with it. Okay, yeah. Marshall, Control Master, Pico, Eraser. Yeah, I mean, you probably settled for Eraser on a middle reliever, testing, shorting CM and Dom. He's still around like a 4 ERA. Okay. That is a little high. My guess is it's the trainer. I mean, Nasty Pitch is not nearly as good as like Corner Workmaster or OP, but it might be the best you got. And the numbers aren't bad, but you're increasing the chance of a ground ball as opposed to decreasing some good outcomes. And so that may be your problem there. Yeah. So Sean Marshall, yeah, Eraser probably not doing him a lot of favors in the middle reliever spot. And Lee Smith. PI, backbone, dom, backbone on a middle reliever probably works out all right. Ooh, a PI 3. Yeah, that probably helps. And then an OP. If I were you, I would get this OP onto Farnsworth. He doesn't have the fastball for it. Does he have fastball 69? I would try putting this on Farnsworth and seeing how that does. Because you really want your middle reliever one. He's going to come in tie games. He's going to come in bigger spots. I would try it for a week or two. My gut tells me you're going to be happier switching those. Okay, yeah, PChem. All right. So overall, yeah, you've got a lot of good things going. The couple of bullpen guys need a little bit of adjustment, but your starter's looking real good. I mean, your closer, you're making the best of a 3-2-2 set, but he's got a solid set on him. Your setup man looks awesome. Yeah, you got a lot of good things going here. All right, let's check out the batters. Batting order. All right. Sosa's leading off. We have a BI 5-tool prediction. You've got good eye. You've got a beautiful 5-tool train. 100. That is 30. It's only 93. Oh, a bit of his fielding. Okay, I see. All right. Yeah. Yeah, the fielding is the only thing. Okay. Really trying to get to 95. I mean, it's going to be tough, and overall, I think this is probably fine. BI 5-tool prediction is good. He's going to be a good on-base guy. Line drive machine. Ooh, look at that. That's sick. And you got the matching. It only reduces by 1, but yeah, I mean, I think for what you've got, I think he's good. All right, Stargell, strategist, spray hitter, charisma. Yep, that's the way to do it. You got your lineup. I'm not sure why you have this unless it's a trainer thing. Yep, it is a trainer thing. Okay, never mind. Now I know why you have that. Yep. Wow, look at those freaking numbers, man. That's crazy. You got some good trainers. I have not had good luck with strategist. The Beltray on this squad looks really similar. You can only pull line. Hey, there are worse things to pull than line drive machine. That is for sure. But yeah, overall his on base should be good for you. Driving in Sosa, things like that. So don't fault you there. All right, what's Rhino got? Power hitter, born to be a star 3. Oh, I'm gonna like this. Oh yeah. Yep. Man, you know what you're doing. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. 24.99. You're one short of 98. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, because this is 98 as well. So you could theoretically keep the bonuses all the same and get to 100, but it's kind of a finicky little thing, right? Oh no, you can't. It's harder than I thought. 26. Yeah, okay. No, I think you leave it the way it is. It's still really good. It's really, really good. Yeah, I mean, he's really good. There's nothing not to like about this. All right, Jimmy Fox, legend, bad ball, spray prediction. Interesting. Okay, spray and pred with a bad ball hitter. Yeah, okay. I'm looking at it thinking, this is not a common set you see, but it looks really good. Another line drive machine. Really good bad ball hitter trainer. Jeez. Sick. All right. Chris Bryant. Tenacious Battle, Batting Machine. Have we talked about this? I feel like I talked about somebody who was trying the same thing. Such a weird set, but my gut tells me it should work. Another really good line drive machine. He's been okay, but the trainer carries it. For Bryant, yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, such a weird train because his fielding's a little low. He's a max. Yeah, yeah, contact master not great there. Yeah, another one where you probably want to, try to roll a better set at some point. Obviously, you want to roll a better set, but and you would really want his fielding. You would love Born to be a Star on Bryant. That would be really good. But yeah, all right. Rizzo was very good. Pioneer 5-tool prediction, making 5-tool work on a first baseman. Okay, yep. Probably a little bit overkill on the speed and the fielding, to be honest. Okay. I wonder if... Yeah. So... Yeah. Tried spray, SI. I wonder if you leave 5-tool on him and just drop it to like a 95-tool train. Like, what does it take to get to 90? So this is 71. So you need 19 here. This is 84. With Pred BM. So you only need 6 in fielding. If you drop this down to 19, it's still probably going to be your number 1, but you can get fielding not to be so high. High average on base percentage. Yeah. Tenacious Battle with Pred and BM seems like that would be a really high on-base percentage. I want to say that you should probably drop the 5-tool down to like 90. Your speed is still going to be a plus 12, which is fine. And speed is good, but you don't need this much fielding. If you drop fielding down quite a bit lower, yeah, you just don't need this much fielding. And try to get some more power on him. Yeah, I would retrain him. I would retrain him, drop his fielding, and try to get his power up. Instead of this being a plus 10, I would try to get this to be a 0. And I would try to get your power to be your plus 10. And I think you're going to have some better results. Because you've got Pioneer increasing everything. You've got Prediction with an 81i. You've got this increasing your hard hit ground ball chance. You've got all his, and then you got a home run hitter. You've got all his on base stuff covered. Yeah, I would try that. I would try dropping it to a 95 tool train and seeing how he does, and getting your fielding way down and your power way up. What do the trainers look like? Yeah, that all makes sense. Those are good trainers. All right, Dansby, high fielding, shortstop, contact master, charisma, 5 tool, love it. Yep, Dansby's not a high contact guy, but I think this set on a shortstop, I think that's about the best you can do on a shortstop, a batter oriented shortstop where you still get good fielding out of him. Fielding speed could be lower. Are you talking about on Rizzo? Yeah. I agree, Ed Paul. I agree. Or are you talking about Dansby? Because you're also probably not wrong here. Although speed could be lower. I don't know. Fielding, I think on a shortstop, I think 144 is good. If you're still talking about Rizzo and Paul, you might want to refresh stream. You might have gotten behind somewhere just by a few seconds. Yeah, Locan 95 and double elite fielding on that and that line drive machine. Yeah, I think I would. I don't know. It depends on what his offense is doing for you. I would almost commit just to doing the elite fielding, but I'm geared towards leaning that way. So, all right. So we have a Bellinger batting 8th. This worries me. So let's see why Bellinger's batting 8th. What's wrong with Cody Bellinger? So he's a 71 overall. So he's not a great SIG, I guess. He's just not a great SIG. Okay, so he's not one of your better SIGs. Hard hitter, SI, charisma. Okay. So the best luck I've had with hard hitter is with really the only and guess hitter's not doing him any favors. Yeah, okay. The best way I've seen hard hitter work is you almost have to have spray hitter. You have to have spray hitter to go with it. I would really try to find spray hitter. You meant Rizzo? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I agree. Rizzo's speed and fielding could be dropped quite a bit. That's why I say go down to a 90, and I think it's better. I mean, to be perfectly honest, I don't know what your options look like in your outfield. Sosa's obviously great. Stargell's great. I would really try to find. I would just try to find another card. You've got Kingman with a 3-3-2 Pio and backup. Might just swap. Yeah, I'm just thinking like the set is the hard hitter 3-3-3 is fine, but his overall stats are just not that good. This is just not that good of a SIG. And I just think in the long run, you're going to be better off finding another card to develop. Yeah, I just think you want to try to find a better card to develop. You don't have a great trainer to go with it. You've got guess hitter, which is not doing him any favors. I would get him off a guess hitter, like anything else. Because you don't have like prediction to go with it. His eye is not good. Yeah. Yeah, the first thing I would do here with this card is just find a card to replace him. So, what's up, Mango? A lot of thus far good sets on the wrong card. Yeah, that happens. All right, Contreras, Born to be a Star, Laser Beam, Fielding Specialist. I don't hate Fielding Specialists here. I personally think you can get better than a plus 21 here, but I mean that's a finicky little thing. And you have elite fielding. Yeah, so, I mean, you're doing what you can with Contreras. His overall, he's not a great overall, and his fielding is not that high. Failing a 5-tool train on Sosa. Yeah, I mean, at some point, I would sit and bang your head against a wall until you can get this number a few points higher. 25. Yeah. Ed Paul agrees, at least plus 25. Yeah, my gut tells me 25 is not too unreasonable. But it's one of those things. It takes some time. You should have the resources for it, but it takes a lot of time, and it can be frustrating. So, all right. So yeah. So you're in pretty good shape overall. Pitching wise, you need to do a little bit with your middle relievers, and hopefully find a better set for Hoffman. And then you need to probably replace Bellinger, find an outfield solution. A little bit of work you can do on Rizzo, but it's more retrain. I think it's a retrain. Sosa, I don't think you need to worry about retraining necessarily. And then Contreras, just a retrain. So, and your beat chem guy is at third base, so you got to have Bryant in the top 5. Generally, Mango, I like to do that just because I mean, I've put about, how long have we done this one? I put about 20, 25 minutes into it. And so typically I say you got to be in my, you got to do a Twitch sub, or you got to be in the LFG family. I do my squad mates for nothing, but that's what I prefer. Just, it helps me out a little bit, and that way I don't get flooded with a lot of them to do and not enough time, and I don't put the effort into them. So, all right. Well, Swamp Survivor, Liam, it's yeah, you're on the right track with a lot of things. And then I would say with your blues, I think your highest priority. Having trouble making sure Keller doesn't come in the 9th. Mango, if you have Amazon Prime, you might have a Twitch Prime sub. I don't know how much you're on Twitch, but you might be able to link your Amazon and your Twitch and have a free Twitch Prime sub. Any thoughts about Keller not coming in the 9th? Hey, Daniel. Appreciate you, buddy. Welcome in. How to keep Keller from coming in the 9th? I mean, that's weird, because it should be Hoffman, and in a tie game, it should still be Hoffman. I don't know about that. I don't know why he's coming in the 9th. Unless he's replacing Hoffman. Unless Hoffman is struggling, you could try to set your strategy, your substitution strategy, on Hoffman to not sub as often for him, if that's the problem you're having. If it's a problem of when he's coming in, I don't know. That's a weird timing issue thing. And that shouldn't be happening. And then, yeah, I would consider, if you think these guys are struggling more than they should be, I would consider getting off of Boss. But since the strategy change, okay, I would check Hoffman and make sure, even though he has low stamina and everything, I would make sure you don't have him set to pull too early, because I think you're probably pulling Hoffman too early, and that's why Keller's coming in. So, yeah, check your settings on your closer. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, you got a lot going for you. So you said you were sitting Platt, and chase targets over on Risho. Depending on number of, your ideal one is going to be either Pico or Craftsmanship. If he's got 2 or 3 pitches, craftsmanship is great. If he's got 4 or 5 pitches, Pico is great. And very much what you want. And to be honest, if you had a lot of resources or enough resources, you would almost. He's got 3. Arrieta has 5. So yeah, Arrieta wants Pico real bad. Rishel, I would almost green. I mean, Finn's gonna be fine. You really probably want craftsmanship. I think it'd be really good on him. Yeah, craftsmanship would probably be the top one you want. You probably don't have enough fielding for ground baller. Completing live collection the quickest. Make sure every week, I'll show you in just a second, Daniel. Craftsmanship is probably your number 1 look. I'm trying to think what else. You don't have the fielding for ground baller. It almost has to be craftsmanship. And that's why I think you green for craftsmanship and then find either Finn or Dom to go with it. Ban the bot. Okay. All right. Daniel Horowitz had a question in YouTube chat about completing live collection the quickest. So go to your store, go to your special shop, go to your live shop, and under items, make sure. Hey man, no problem. Thanks for the sub. Yeah, thanks for the subs. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being active in chat. Love it. Make sure you go to live shop, go to items, and buy 2 jokers every week. This is kind of in a sub menu. I think some people are missing this. Buying these jokers, they can be anything, up to 2 per team. And so these are going to help you finish live collection the quickest. And then any of your team select packs, save those for a while. Open as many generic ones as you can. On this account, it was so easy because I had so many packs. But your live season ultimate player packs, your live season just silver player packs, your live season premium player packs, you want to open up a bunch of those until you've got teams most of the way filled, and then use your team select packs to try to find the last couple guys, and then use your jokers and things like that to kind of fill in. So my alt finished. I have an alt that is like way more free to play. Yeah, you can put the jokers, but you can only do it up to, I think it's 2 per team. So you can't just fill in like a whole team full of jokers, but to fill in the last couple spots, let me see if I did it anywhere. Live mode. I'm trying to remember who. I know I used some jokers. I just can't remember where. Yeah, but they just fill in a slot, and they're really good. But you can't use them on like a whole team. Man, I don't remember where I used my jokers now. Maybe I didn't use that many on this one. I had so many packs on this account because of the fact that I just grind league like crazy that I didn't need to use a lot of jokers. I'm not seeing any. I must not have had to use very many jokers. Oh, there we go. So yeah. So it just filled him in, and he counts as the third baseman. So All right. Well, I think I'm going to wrap it up today. So we pulled a couple good trainers. We comboed into Gary Sheffield on the other account. We failed to find a 3-3-3 set again. Hey, no problem, man. Thanks for tuning in. We failed to find a 3-3 set again. Rough beats. I never accepted all that. And yeah. So we will be back at it next week, every Thursday, noon Central Time. We were really active today. I appreciate everybody who liked my Reddit post. I got some good traction on Reddit. And just everybody who's found me, everybody who tunes in, everybody who chats. I really appreciate everybody. So until next week, I think we're going to call it for today. And I hope to see you all in a week. Thanks, guys.